Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Godrum Dham Ki I offer my respectful obeisances to the Guru Vargas who are present here. Absolutely I'm not, I shouldn't be speaking in front of them, just following their instruction, beg their mercy, and I offer my respectful obeisances to all of you to be able to say something about this place. Gauradaha is non-different from Kaliyadaha in Vrindavan. This Gotram Dvip is non-different from Nandagaon in Vrindavan, and particularly this place where we were sitting named Gauradaha is non-different from Kaliyadaha. Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Prabodhananda Saraswati, these two great Mahabhagavatas expressed their attachment to this island of Navadvip Dham, stating that even if my body is cut to pieces, my Lord, may I never ever desire to leave this island. Even if someone comes and says, my dear devotee, why are you staying in Godrum? Come to this place, I'll show you God. Come to this place is Chintamani, but leave Godrum. Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Prabodhananda Saraswati says, no matter who says what, my Lord, may I never ever desire to leave Sri Godrum Dham Ki. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, simply by worshipping these trees of Godrum Dvip, please look up, look at this beauty. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, simply by worshipping this tree, you will be able to see Mahaprabhu face to face. Gauranga! 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 Now, regarding the pastime that took place here, in Prema Vivartha, Jagadananda Pandit, he explains in a very beautiful way. First he says, my dear devotees, please don't mind. I am not explaining this pastime in a very chronological way. Whatever comes into my mind, I'm just explaining that. Taha likhi hoileo kram viparit. I know it's not chronologically done, but I'm just explaining. So he says one day, Mother Sachi very affectionately called me at her home and offered me the remnants of Mahaprabhu. And ami khailam jena amrita saman. I took that remnants, and that remnants was pure nectar. Simply by taking the remnants of Mahaprabhu, I became completely in ecstatic love of Godhead. Then Jagadananda Pandit, he writes down what are the items that Sachimata cooked that day for the pleasure of Mahaprabhu. Talks about different type of spinach, মোচা ঘন্ট কচু শাক তাহে ফুল বড়ি মান চাকি নিম্ব পটল আর দধি বড়ি. And many other items that Sachimata cooked. Jagadananda Pandit says, after honoring this prasad, I was thinking, well, when will that day be mine again? When Sachimata will very affectionately call me and give me the remnants of Mahaprabhu. After honoring that prasad, Nitai Gauragana Sange, in the association of Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, Gadi Gacha Gram Pai. So this place was known as Gadi Gacha during Mahaprabhu's time. Even now, this place is called Gadi Gacha. Interesting thing was, when we crossed the river today, and we told one of the Toto Walas, we want to go to Gadi Gacha. And that Dhambasi said, you mean Gauradaha? I was very, very happy to hear that. Last time when I came, they didn't know what was Gauradaha, last year. This time, we said Gadi Gacha, and they said, oh, you mean Gauradaha? He says, yes, yes. So during Mahaprabhu's time, this was Gadi Gacha, and an ecstatic kirtan began. Right after Prasad, with so many devotees, Mahaprabhu began to chant and dance in ecstatic love of Godhead, and they came to this very place, this area where we are sitting right now. In that kirtan, one of Mahaprabhu's favorite mridanga player, his name comes in different pastimes. His name is Govinda. So Govinda was playing the mridanga. Basu Ghosh naam gaye. Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Jahar kirtane nache Chaitanya Nitai. In whose kirtan Sriman Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu would dance in ecstatic love of Godhead. Govinda was playing the mridanga. Basu Ghosh Prabhu was singing, and Nache Gadadhar Bakriswar. And Gadadhar Pandit was dancing, and Bakriswar Pandit, the personification of pure ecstatic love of Godhead, and he is the most famous for dancing in the kirtan, who could dance for 72 hours non-stop. Haribol! Gora Preme Sobe Matoar. Everyone was completely mesmerized in ecstatic love for Sriman Mahaprabhu. Sriman Mahaprabhu was here, dancing with all his associates. Ekabare 24 prahar jar nritya. Chaitanya Charitamrita says he could dance for 72 hours. Apane Mahaprabhu gan jar nritya kale. This is a very rare description. That whenever Bakrishna Pandit would begin to dance, Mahaprabhu would lead the kirtan. Now previously we heard that Basu Ghosh Prabhu was singing, but when Bakrishna Pandit began to dance in ecstatic love of Godhead, then Mahaprabhu started to lead the kirtan. So this pastime actually took place here. And Mahaprabhu actually said that Jete sthane jodi Bakrishwar sangha hai, sei sthan sarvatirtha vaikunthamay. Wherever Bakrishwar Pandit is singing and dancing, that place becomes Vaikuntha, and that place is like all the holy places reside in that place, because Bakrishwar Pandit danced in that place. Haribol! So this particular place is where all the tirthas reside because of Bakrishwar Pandit. Now, Jagadananda Pandit says, this kirtan was so ecstatic, but I don't know how I fit into that group. Because Naach gan nahi jani. I do not know how to sing. I do not know how to dance. But I was just singing and dancing in ecstatic love of Godhead. Sur tal nahi bod, tobu nachi, tobu gai, ki jani gaur sasi. I have no sense of melody and I have no sense of rhythm. But this is the mercy of the devotees and this is the mercy of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu came here and he was singing and dancing. This whole place was completely filled with ecstatic love of Godhead. After chanting and dancing for a long, long time, Mahaprabhu said, my dear devotees, Gora bole suno bhaktagan. My dear devotees, please listen. Look at this place. Look at the cows. Look at these trees. It looks like Vrindavan. I want to lay down here. Mahaprabhu says, I want to lay down. I'm a cowherd boy. I want to have a picnic. The moment Mahaprabhu desired, all the dhambasis from here, they got all different types of milk sweets. Mahaprabhu wanted to have picnic. It reminded him of Vrindavan. So, you can think of all the milk sweets. They all came and Mahaprabhu had an amazing picnic with all the devotees. In the meantime, so many other devotees came. Nrsimhananda, Pradyumna, Purushottam Acharya and so many other devotees came here. And as soon as the picnic was over, one young boy, his name is Bhima Gopa. Bhima Gopa came and he was in a way distant relative of Sriman Mahaprabhu. He says, my dear Lord, actually you're my uncle. This young boy told the Lord, because my mother calls your mother as mother and therefore you're my uncle. I have a request. I see that you like milk sweets. And I am a cowherd boy. And in my home, my mother has a lot of milk sweets. Therefore, my Lord, you have to come here. Now, he says, whatever I have in my home, I'll give it to you, everything. Here, Jagadananda Pandit says, this boy was desperate. Nachod banda, that's the word is used by Jagadananda Pandit. He says, you want to get Mahaprabhu? You have to be desperate. This young boy, first with folded hands, he was begging, you have to come. Then he actually got hold of Mahaprabhu's hand. He says, my Lord, you have to come. Then he started to pull Sriman Mahaprabhu. So, Jagadananda Pandit says, Nachod hoiya jabe sakole dhorila gopa preme gaura gopa grihete cholila. When this boy was so desperate to get the Lord, Mahaprabhu, he surrendered. He said, he just finished prasad. He said, yes, I will come. And his house was somewhere very near to this place. Mahaprabhu went with all the devotees. His mother's name is Syama Gwalini. And as soon as Mahaprabhu came to her house, immediately seated Uludvani. He can do Uludvani. Mothers can do Uludvani. Prabhu's Haridvani. Mahaprabhu came and Syama Gwalini thought we are cowherd boys and the best place to receive the Lord and feed him prasad is Gosala, where the cows. Cleaned up the Gosala and met the devotees and Lord sit, served banana leaf and served all the prasad they had. Mahaprabhu accepted with all the devotees wholeheartedly. But Mahaprabhu was sitting in the house when the other devotees finished their prasad, began the kirtan. And one devotee, Ramdas, he came and told the Lord, He says, my dear Lord, you see this beautiful lake? Yes, I see this lake. My Lord, the cows don't drink water from this lake. Why? He says, because there is a crocodile here, huge crocodile, and because of that, the cows don't go near the lake. I said, okay. Mahaprabhu came on the bank and he told the devotees to increase their chanting and dancing. And Mahaprabhu personally began to chant and dance. Tahasuni gora kore nam sankirtan. As soon as he heard the crocodile is there, because of that the cows are not drinking water, Mahaprabhu began to chant and dance. And the crocodile got attracted to the kirtan. And the crocodile actually came on the bank. Mahaprabhu did not move an inch. It was coming very, very close to the Lord's lotus feet. And Padasparshe Devasisu Paritrashahai. The crocodile came and he actually touched the lotus feet of Sriman Mahaprabhu and gained his original form. Haribol. All the devotees were completely stunned to see this crocodile transform himself a demigod. And then Mahaprabhu asked, how did you get this form? Then he began to say, he was crying, Kadi Sai Devasisu Koren Stavan. Began to glorify the Lord, and he began to say how in Vrindavan, in Kamyavan, Durvasa Muni, who was there doing his meditation, and I was a very naughty boy, and I took a scissor and I cut his matted hair. And Durvasa Muni, naturally, he was not very happy about that, so he cursed him that you be a crocodile for 4 yugas, Satya, Treta, Dwapar and Kali, for 4 yugas. Naturally, this young demigod, he began to cry. Then Durvasa Muni said, don't worry, in the beginning of Kali Yuga, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will appear as Sriman Mahaprabhu, and when he will come on the bank of the lake where you will be residing, simply by hearing the kirtan of Sriman Mahaprabhu and touching his lotus feet, you will be freed from this curse. And so from then, this Gadi Gacha became Gaura Daha. Daha means lake, Gaura is Mahaprabhu. Sei hoite Gaura Daha Nam Parachar. Here it says, Ei Daha, simply by having darshan of this lake, simply by touching this very land, all the sinful reaction of all our lives are completely destroyed, and one achieves love of Krishna. Haribo! Sri Gauradaha ki, Sriman Mahaprabhu ki. Please raise your hand and loudly chant Gauranga! 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 Sri Navdeep Dham ki. Thank you. I apologize if I have made any mistakes in explaining this pastime, especially in front of all this Guru Vargas. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj. Sorry.
We'll also leave the Navdeep Parikrama here in Maya. In the month of Kartik, the second half of Kartik, Naragopal takes out Parikrama. Not walking, but going in car. You drive this Parikrama, you can come again. So now we're so fortunate, Maharaj has come to visit us.